Shalom. All praise, glory, and honor be to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles of GMS Game the Stone, and salutations to you, Akim, pushing this word with our sincerity and in all truth. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, West Indians, we are the real Israelites. We are the chosen people of the Heavenly Father. All right, and the Heavenly Father has, punish His people or punish us, with the likes of slavery and all the other curses that Deuteronomy 28 chapter and the 15th verse and down spoke of. All of those fulfilled on us as a people, because we have transgressed the laws of the Heavenly Father. Those laws which was given unto us to keep us holy and separated, from the heathen, you know, and also to keep us close to the Most High if we obey them. Now, the topic of this lesson is based on what took place. It's based on an article or what they said a row between the U.S. and Jamaica concerning same-sex couples, man. So I'm gonna play this clip and then we get into it.
The U.S. is not going to renew the visa for the consul general in Miami, and I wonder if A, if that's true, and B, if that's related to the fact that the Jamaicans won't accredit the same-sex partner of an American diplomat.
So I would say two things. Number one, that one of our top priorities is to ensure that privileges and immunities are granted to spouses of personnel assigned to U.S. embassies and consular posts regardless of sexual orientation or gender identity. The department's policy regarding the accreditation length of diplomats from missions to the United States, however, is applied universally, absent a reciprocal accreditation policy. And diplomats accredited to those missions are expected to end their tour after 5 years and depart the United States.
Right, but you could give a waiver, and you're not giving a waiver in this case?
We have not at this point, but I don't have any further update.
Just to follow up on,
Yeah.
is there an actual case of a diplomat whose same-sex spouse is being denied those privileges in Jamaica, or is that not accurate?
It's a policy It's a policy concern
It's
at
an
this point.
overall
It's a policy
concern,
concern.
not a specific
Correct.
concern. Okay.
Different question?
Good. That it could happen or that it has happened?
That it is a policy concern that same-sex spouses would not be granted
Yeah,
the
but
same rights and privileges.
But has it actually happened?
I'm not aware of it happening with respect to a specific
I mean,
individual.
It's a concern
but
of mine that I might get hit by a bus when I walk
it is
out
a
on the
concern
street,
over
but-
a specific policy.
Yeah.
That could be applied,
But it hasn't been yet.
not that I'm aware of.
Different question?
Go.
There are reports that the
All right, so there you have it. He's saying that it's a policy concern, because what they did, this news article, it's a diplomatic row brewing after Jamaica refuses to accredit same-sex spouse of American diplomat. Saying, so it actually they happened according to what many of the news articles out there are saying. Zin, a diplomatic row have been simmering between Washington and Kingston over Jamaica's refusal to accredit the spouse of an American diplomat. The dispute is threatening to sour diplomatic relations between the two traditional allies. Earlier this year, the United States government wrote to the Jamaican government seeking its approval for the married partner of a diplomat about to be posted to Jamaica and who is in a same-sex relationship to be given diplomatic immunity and all the privileges of a diplomat. It is believed the Jamaican government did not respond to the request in a timely manner. When the U.S. sent another diplomat note demanding a response, the Jamaican government responded rejecting the request, and rightly so, of rejecting the request, even though it's kind of contradicting, because there's many sodomy going on out here, but they refuse it, and America is trying to actually deny that something like that actually happened, because that's what the devil does. I mean, the devil do something but try to pretend like he didn't do it, and behind the scene trying to force his way on everybody else. All right, and let me read this scripture first. In Habakkuk 2:15 it says, "Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink." All right, Jamaica is classified as a neighbor to the US. We're all Caribbean islands, and North America, South America. Um, they're all neighbors. Over here in the West, they are called the western side of the world. But that's what the US do. Him trying to give him neighbors, and not only neighbors, him trying to push that right across the world by giving them drink, in terms of pushing their philosophy on them. That put us thy battle to him, and make us him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. Yeah, and that's why he is classified, or he is one of his title, the so-called white man, the devil, or the accuser of our brethren. Because when him do this to our people, he feminize and push this kind of philosophy on our people, which a lot of our people start to adapt to. Zane, and they what they think will happen. Zane, him accuse us to the Most High. Look at them, they're a bunch of faggots, or them I eat pork. Him do everything, what I mean, if we keep we away from our power. Zane, because it's all about him getting the blessing, not getting the blessing, and wanting it. And if you check this comment board, you realize that you have a lot of people that are against it, but you have especially this clown right here. Zane is fully with it, man, and trying to defend these alphabet guys. Um, Now, this is Isaiah 5:11. Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow what strong drink. And strong drink in the scriptures um, refer to philosophy sometime. That's why the scripture says, "Let no man destroy you through philosophy or vain deceit." All right, philosophy is what? A love of knowledge. And strong drink is referred to as, or can be used, or is used um, as philosophy, and sometimes literal strong drink. Um, Sometimes it twofolded, to continue until night, until wine inflame them. Let me see if we can get anything out of this. For strong drink, intoxication of liquor, continue until night, until wine inflame them. Yeah, to burn, hotly pursue. Yeah, it is what it is. It says what it says. All right, Revelation 17, we start at 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast. That woman is talking about America, seeing, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns, which is 7 heads and 10 horns, seeing represent what NATO and the EU, you know. Those 7 top countries that make up NATO and the EU. You have Germany major, Germany minor, French or France, Britain, seeing Greece, and probably left out one. But there were 7 nations, 7 top countries, that make up NATO and the EU. But America is the one that sit upon that scarlet color beast that actually can, is the head of them. Then, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color. I mean, he was decked. That woman was decked. You know, royalty, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of what? Abominations and filthiness of her what? Fornication. So this cup, and this golden cup in her hand, is what is inside is the philosophy, the different philosophies, the different doctrines, the different philosophies that they try to force upon people. All right, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. Then, and America is Mystery Babylon. All right, the word Babylon, go back to the Greek or Hebrew, sorry, which mean mixture or confusion by mixture. See? So that's what America represent. And they force all of these philosophy upon everybody else, man. All right, trying to make everybody bend to their will. All right, corrupting nations, corrupting people. That's their mission, man. That's their MO. All right. Fornication, go back to what? Illicit sexual intercourse. And sodomy is illicit sexual intercourse. So that's why I go down further and say what? Adultery. Men with other men, women. Men with other man, woman. And woman with many men. Or more than one man. Fornication is what? Same. Any form of illicit sexual intercourse. Um, Pedophilia. Um, Transgender, you name it. So that's why homosexuality, lesbianism, intercourse with animals, intercourse with close relatives, incest and all of that. And those things, all of what is listed here, sexual intercourse with a divorced man or woman, and all of these things that are listed here, America give you a license or give people a license to do that. You're free to do whatever you want in the US. And they try to push that in the name of democracy to everybody else. So you're free to do whatever you want to, which is what? A satanic mantra. Do as thou wilt. And that's what they want, man, to do with countries like, Jamaica and the rest of the world and the rest of the Caribbean. They tried it with Uganda. And Uganda shunned them, man. And they trying to do that to all of Africa and the whole Caribbean. And mainly our people, the Israelites, the so-called blacks, um, Latino, Native American, Indian, our people are predominantly in all of those regions. See, you're not seeing him trying to do that to the Arab world. You're not seeing him trying to do that to Saudi Arabia or Dubai. See, but he's trying to do that to every one of our people, to everywhere our people are, to accuse us before the Most High, day and night, man. That look at your people, look at what they are doing. It is not for it, and our people. A lot of our people fall for it, thinking that, oh, this man are liberate and are free. It's actually it's the philosophy of death, seeing, because it don't produce life, seeing, and that's what the devil does, man. Even in this interview, him never want to
The U.S. is not going to renew the
he can't even speak direct, seeing. It's a policy concern. It's a policy concern because something did happen. You try to make that a thing, and it was rejected, and now you're gonna try other means to force it or to sensitize the people of accepting this sodomy agenda. Because one of the things that government of Jamaica says is that if we approve this, it would be like Jamaica accept same-sex marriage, and it would be contradicting to the laws that Jamaica have. But that is another thing where, let's see how and if the Jamaican government is able to withstand the pressure if they decide to pressure this little piece of rock, that you people love. So with that, man, hope this lesson was edifying. Just to highlight this particular topic and show you that these people are the devil. The so-called white man, America is an abomination on the earth. That's place that is called Sodom and Egypt. America is that place. Mr. Babylon the Great. Shalom Akim. Until next time.